See, and we call enlightenments called jnana karma sannyas. There's two kinds of sannyas. It means renunciation. Sannyas is a word. It means renunciation. There's karma sannyas and jnana karma sannyas. Karma sannyas is where you give up activities. I don't smoke. That's a karma. Smoking's a karma, an action. And I sannyasa, I let that go. I give that up. So that's all lifestyle stuff. In India, a sannyasi, these are renunciates. They're people, they wear orange and they go through a certain ceremony. And they take off their clothes and burn them and they get a new name and they become legally dead and so forth and so on. Those people, they've renounced all the rituals in the society. The Vedic culture is a whole bunch of rituals. There's a whole 15 major rituals and then all kinds of minor daily rituals that happen all the time. And if you live in that culture and you follow Vedic Dharma, then it's a duty-oriented ritualistic life. For the purpose of what? Getting a pure mind. You can do it just as well by following rituals. We don't believe in ritualism because we're all egos, and we're all independent, and we're desire-oriented. And we don't want to be told what to do. We're all rebels, you know, and you know, so ritual is, you know, and well, we get bad habits, so we got to give up our bad habits. That would be karma sannyas. Jnana karma sannyas is what? Letting go of the doer. Knowing that actually you're not making the choices. You know, did you heard of Benjamin Libet? He was a consciousness researcher in the 70s. It's very interesting research because he showed that by the time your brain executes an action, it makes a choice, it's actually just executing an impulse that comes from a different place. Different place means here. You know, in other words, your mind's made up for you before you make it up. That's exactly what Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita 3,000 years ago. That you know that what the gunas are doing, your conditioning, all that stuff is causing this stuff to come out in your mind. You're not in charge.
Now, but you have said that we're not in control. That's all the self, and so we're not in control. I'm trying to figure out how...
Well, how you are in control. That's right. That's very good, Bonnie, because there's an apparent contradiction here between what? Not being in control and being a doer who's making choices.
Yes.
Right? Now, when we're speaking from this level, there's no doer and no problem, is there? Action is not a problem. But if you don't know you're this, then you're stuck here as a doer, aren't you? And if you're stuck here as a doer, if you think you're a person that's doing and living here, then you what? You have to make choices. And then we're saying, well, okay, the choices you should make, the fundamental choice you should make is for a peaceful mind. In other words, because you want freedom. In other words, you're saying, I want out of here. I want to get up here to this understanding that I'm free and that I'm not a doer. So in order to get there, I need to what? Choose freedom. Point number one. How do I get freedom with a peaceful mind? How do I get a peaceful mind? I get reduce my vasanas. How do I get my vasanas reduced? I practice karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, so forth. Triguna vibhava yoga. These various practices, these things I do will what? Reduce the vasana load, make my mind prepared and ready, and then what? I can understand that I'm not a doer, because my mind is clear enough and I'm not all agitated and nervous and upset about all the stuff that's happening in my life. My life is peaceful and pure and perfect, and I can relax long enough to contemplate on the meaning that I'm full, I'm complete, I'm whole, and I can assimilate that knowledge. So you know, yes, there's an apparent contradiction. The problem with these modern teachings is that they just tell you that none of this is real, you're only this. And they don't give you any way to work your way out of this dream. They just say there's no doer. How helpful is that? It's not helpful. That's called denial.
They come to they give you the conclusion.
They give you the conclusion
They don't
without
show you
how to get to the conclusion.
And then you're in contradiction. I mean,
That's right, then you're conflicted. Every day I get emails from people saying this Neo-Advaita has just confused the hell out of them. Just really confused them totally.